Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay, so this is my sister Avery, and she's letting me do her makeup today, which I'm pretty excited to do. I do it pretty often, and I usually do a good job, but it's my first time kind of filming her. So, yeah, thumbs this up if you liked it, and also leave your comments down.
To start off with, it's just a basic face primer. It's just the number 7 perfectly matte face primer, and you don't need too much. You just need a little bit. I just dot this all over the face like a normal primer. It's pretty self-explanatory. Awkward doing the tongue. So after we're done that, we're just going to be taking a foundation. She's got troubles. She likes to have her face a little bit darker. So we're going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in about a half a shade too dark for her. She sounds really bad. Then we're going to blend it out, and it's going to be perfect. Awesome. With Tools Sheer Finish Kabuki, and just blending. Blending, blending, blending. Then we're just going to take a little bit more over top of her problem spots. She doesn't have many, so she's lucky. And this will just provide a bit more extra coverage for her. This is just the foundation and the primer so far. Now taking concealer. This is just my Urban Decay 24/7 concealer stick in CIA. And I'm just going to be taking this underneath her eyes just to conceal any dark spots she may have. And again, just finding a few of the problem spots and just concealing those. And then taking my e.l.f. dual fiber stippling brush, just blend those out. Okay, since that's done, I'm going to be taking a powder. Stay. This is just my Sephora mineral powder. It kind of broke because I kind of dropped it. Just a large fluffy brush by Spa Resource. And taking this to the T-zone. So on the forehead, on the nose, chin, and then also applying a bit to the rest of the face. And this is, she's going to an interview. So for an interview, you kind of want to keep your makeup a little bit more natural. And not party makeup like she likes to do it. So the next step is doing the blush, bronzer, and highlighting. So I'm just going to be taking my MAC blush in Well Dressed and a large fluffy brush from Eco Tools, and just swirling my brush into that and just applying this to the apples of her cheeks. And this will just give her her cheeks a nice kind of like fresh look. Now moving on to bronzer. I'm just going to be taking my NARS Laguna bronzer and my Ed Hardy small contour brush and just pick up a bit of the product, not too much. I'm just going to do the fish face, and you're just going to find the hollows of your cheeks more towards your ear. I'm just going to be taking my large powder brush again and just blending out any harsh lines there may be. Then I'm also going to be taking the bronzer to contour her temples and her jawbone line thing. Step for her face makeup is just going to be to highlight, and I'm just going to be using my Benefit What's Up highlighter. And it's just a really nice light champagne colored highlight. And I'm just going to be taking this to the top of her cheekbones. And just there. This just adds like a little bit of light to your face. And that is her face makeup. Okay, moving on to eye makeup. We're just going to start with a basic primer, which is just by Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original formula. And she's going to close her eyes. For a base, I'm just going to be taking my Maybelline 24/7 Color Tattoo in number 5 Too Cool, which is just a white frosty color. I'm just taking my ring finger, picking up a bit of the product, and just applying this to her eyelids just to give the color a bit more vibrant look. So now for eyeshadows. 3/4 of the eyeshadows I will be using are by MAC. So I'm just going to start off by taking All That Glitters and a fluffy shader brush and just applying that all over her lid. Into the crease. Next, taking the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. blending eye brush. I just use it for a crease brush. And taking Nocternelle by MAC. Just putting that into the crease. I just want to apply it really lightly into the crease. Next, taking my Sephora professional eye blending brush. Just blend those two just to get rid of the harsh lines. Taking just my Sephora fluffy brush. I'm going to be taking expensive pink, again by MAC. And just taking this, the outer corner. And I find that the expensive pink blends really well with all that glitters and kind of gives an ombre effect. Now to deepen and darken up the look like she wants me to, I'm going to be taking a Quo Spring Eyes palette and just taking this dark silvery gray and it's going to be putting that into the outer corner and a bit into the crease. And this is just going to add a bit more darkness and depth without being too harsh and too dark. Now just taking a single Annabelle shadow in color, well, the shade 121. I'm also going to be taking this onto her brow bone for highlight. Yep. I'm just popping that right in the inner corner just to brighten up the eye a little bit. So next up is just applying a liquid liner. This is just my Maybeline Line Stiletto liquid liner in black. So I'm just going to be applying this to her top lash line and just slightly winging it out, just a slight flick. Here, look over here. Open. So now just taking my Urban Decay Naked palette and taking Blackout, which is just a black matte color, and taking my Defining Eye Brush by e.l.f., which is just an angled, fluffy brush. Taking a bit of the Blackout, open. Just applying a bit onto the bottom left line, just to add a bit of smoke. Just taking that Sephora fluffy brush, just blending out any harsh lines there may be. Just using my e.l.f. eyelash curler, and if you guys don't have one of these, you should get one of these. It's actually my favorite one. Just curl lashes. I'm going to be taking two mascaras. The first one will be the Organic Wear by Physicians Formula. She's just going to blink, 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 blink. Now to get the hard to reach lashes, I'm just going to be using 3-in-1 Mascara by e.l.f. just because it has this slight little ball-like thing to it just to get into your inner corner lashes. Okay, so last and final step is just going back in with your powder and just kind of dusting your face, especially underneath the eyes, a bit more just to cover up any of the sparkles that may have fallen out. Brush hair. And kind of just go over the T-zone a bit more. This is just the completed makeup look, girls. So if you found this helpful, like this video and also leave your comments down below. So comment, subscribe, check out my channel, and definitely go check out my other videos. Bye, girls!